what's up? It's Naomi the Crafty Savage here, and I'm back with this week's Wip Chat. If you're new to diamond painting, WIP stands for work in progress, not we're gonna whip somebody. Get your dirty minds out the gutter. Jeez Louise, I tell you. What am I gonna do with you guys? Where are my manners? My mama would be so upset with me. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing fabulous and wonderful. I don't know if I'm going to be diamond painting in this video. I'm also a hot mess express. Just ignore it. I have so much going on that I need to get done, and it's not all going to get done, but I'm going to try my darndest to get it done before I leave. But yeah, so I might be diamond painting depending on how fast I can get this done. And you're probably wondering, see, look, in my moose, it's a moose. I'm making something for moose, and I'm leaving on Tuesday. So I want to have this done, plus get done all the other stuff I need to get done. Like I said, I'm just a hot mess express over here, but so, did I cut this? Is this still? No, of course not. Of course not. Why would I do that? That would make more sense. Instead, let's just leave a long string of yarn on there. Ding dong. All right. Good night, Irene. Then I'm holding the scissors upside down. I can't with myself, I tell you. I tell you. Okay. We'll line this up into a ball later. But let's see, where did we leave off, right? Yeah, so on Thursday, I don't need this. I have so much stuff all over the place. It is unreal, because I've literally been going through my stuff, like just trying to get rid of stuff, either get rid of stuff or throw it out or just organize it some type of way. So my house is literally like, have you ever noticed that like when you start doing that, it's like you make a bigger mess than what was already there? Yeah, I'm like, that's where my house is right now, because I'm legit, like, I'm going through things, yeah. But anyhow, so Thursday last week, what did I do? So at work, I went off, and I didn't go off point. That didn't sound right. Get your words together and use the right words, Naomi. I went and did takeoffs for like the end of the year, just for like bad debt, like where, I don't know, the builder doesn't want to pay, or it's been over a year, or, you know, like they don't want to pay for extra repairs or whatnot. And it's just, yeah, it's a pain in the butt. But now if for some reason they do decide to pay, I can always go and bill it in this year, so it's not like the end of the world. Trying to, yeah. So that was most of my day on Thursday. And then I also had to do credit memos, because we were doing this one job, and it started off with this one builder, and it's not the builder, it's like investors of the builder. But anyway, so we started off with this like one complex, and we bid on them. Well, we got done a couple of the buildings, and the builder the investors decided they wanted to go with a different builder. So we already did work for this builder, so they just kept us on. But it's like, for the retention, I had to go and credit the one. I don't know if you can hear that music. I apologize. It is from the people not in my development. They live across the freaking street, like that way. I'm up in the front of my house. They are behind my house. I can't. I really just can't. Please, somebody. I need like 2 of me, 10 of me. No, that might be a little scary. But like if I could get like 2, maybe 3, you know, because like 1 to go to work for me, 1 to I need 2 plus me, right? So 1 to go to work for me, 1 to clean up the mess that I make, and then 1 of me where I can just sit down and craft, because yeah, I don't really feel like I've been crafting a lot here lately because my time has been consumed. But anywho, that's what the, I totally got off topic, squirrel. So, but anyway, so I had to credit the one builder and then add these jobs onto the different builder, and it's like, and try to keep it straight and not credit the wrong one or bill the wrong one again, like the. But by the time Thursday ended, I was kaput. My brain was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And that's more or less where it was at. What did I do with that piece of paper? Okay, right. So that's now closed up. I know you should never knot it, but you know what? I don't care. Oh, then I had to take a credit card payment, and the lady, like, she wanted to know why there was a $5,000 difference, you know, than what she had down for what the job was being paid for, and, you know, why we billed $5,000 more. And I'm like, oh, you know, let me look into it, you know, because hey, sometimes I'm human and I make mistakes, and like when I'm entering it, I might hit the wrong number by accident, you know, and so I just, you know, quickly double check before. But the thing is, I go through this all the time with this one builder, and I'm like, we both know why, like, but let me, I always look, don't assume. So, yeah, and sure enough, like, she was going off of a quote that we had originally quoted this job in July of 21. All right. You want to know when we started the job? We started the job in October of 2022. Do you know how many freaking material increases there have been since then? Like, no, like, and my boss is like, he likes this builder, so he doesn't, like, I mean, he doesn't try to screw any up builder over, you know, but it wasn't like he was jacking it up just to be a butthole. No, like, it's just legit, like, the subs want more money, the supply yard wants a hell of a lot more money. And yeah, so I'm like, well, you know, well, also, you know, we sent you a revised proposal. And I mean, when I say most of the builders, like, I just email the proposal to an email address, they get it, great. That's what I used to do with this builder. Well, now they made such a big stink that they wanted the stuff on this one website, right? So that's what I do. And yeah, you know, so she wasn't going off of the quote that we gave them in September of 2022. And she was more or less like, well, you know, this keeps happening, and that's kind of when I was professional, but more or less like, I bet you I got off the phone with her and she was like, she just called me an applesauce without coming out and calling me an applesauce, and now I feel this big. Because, like, she turned around and she was like, you know, well, you know, does Dan let the super know, and that's my boss. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure, like, he's usually really good with stuff like that, but, you know, I'll double check. And so, you know, I called him and I double checked and verified with him, and yeah, And then I called her back and was like, hey, yeah, no, they know. Like, you know, you guys made a big stink about you want your proposals uploaded to this one website. Like, that's what I do. Like, if you guys aren't following through with it, like, and I don't know, like, maybe you can get away with that with, like, somebody else, but for the most part, like, I'm a pretty good bookkeeper. Like, am I perfect? No, nobody is perfect. Have I screwed stuff up before? Hell yes I have. And it's not fun, but I can admit to, like, whoops, that's my bad. And my boss is pretty cool because, I mean, I'm 41, I'll be 42 this year, and I've known him since I was about, I don't know, 10 years old. And yeah, he knows, like, if I screw something up, I will admit to it. Like, I have no problem being like, that is my bad. I don't know how, because I'm usually pretty on top of things, but I'm not freaking perfect. Like, show me somebody who's perfect. I'll wait. Okay, now this is going to be the fun part. We're going to sew this little stuffed animal. Is this the one that I use for Chicky Nuggy? I don't know. I think it is, but Chicky Nuggies was, this yarn might be too thick. Yeah, Chicky Nuggy, it was like the whole moose. Like, when I bought this, it looked a lot bigger on Amazon, and when I got it, I was like, what? Like, if I chop the head off, because that's like the plan, and then you stick it, you know, like on there, and that's like the woobie. But I think I'm going to sew the whole thing so he's just like a, you know, Moose can carry him around. But yes, so where was I at? Oh yeah, so I got done with the builder, and I was just done. I was so done. And then my son came over, and we had some spaghetti. He was really excited because when I was a kid and I would go over to my dad and stepmom's house, like, all we ever ate was spaghetti. And I'm not talking like just like the spaghetti noodles and sauce. And when you eat that for like so many years, like, the last thing you want to eat is spaghetti. And it's very rare that I want spaghetti because I'm not really a big spaghetti person anymore. But the only way I will eat spaghetti is, it's more like, would you like some spaghetti with your meat? Like, I put a pound of hamburger meat, a pound of sausage, and I mix them all up, and yeah, it's like, would you like some spaghetti with your meat? You know, why am I doing this to myself? I'm a ding-dong. This is probably going to be a little scatterbrained and all over the place, but like I said, I have 50 million things I need to get done or taken care of before I leave, and I know Tuesday's going to be here before I freaking know it. Like, it's just gonna come flying in and be like, hello, it's time for you to get your slap happy butt in the car and go to Pennsylvania. Oh, I'm excited. Like, I'm really excited to go up there. I want to see my sister and my brother and my sister-in-law. And I mean, let's be honest. Like, I mean, I love all them. I love Katerina too. I'm going for Moose. And and Chicky Nuggy. Like, oh my gosh, she has gotten so freaking big. Oh, it was like I went there and she was still like kind of like, not little, but like dainty. And then I don't know, I came home and like literally like 2 weeks after I came home in July, it's like she just sprouted. Like she grew like the whole size of Moose. Like that's how much she grew. And yeah, so right now I'm just taking my needle and shoving it in the Moose's behind. Come on. Like I said, this is, whew, all right, let me tie this end. But yeah, so, and then he left and I started going through more of my clothes, and like I said, I really, the last, basically since like Thursday night, I didn't do anything yesterday. I didn't really clean or go through stuff. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, oh, I was going through stuff like you would not believe. And it's like, why do we hold on to some of the things we do? Like, I'm going through things, and there's like some shirts that I'm like, oh, I remember when I wore that or when I got that. And then I'm like, well, how long ago was that? And I'm like, I can't, yeah, like, I mean, I take care of my stuff so it lasts pretty long, but still, like, and then there's some stuff that I'm like, I really like it, or one day I'll fit into it, and I've kind of, you know, because I've gone through, where is this at? Sorry, I'm just trying to find the middle here so I know where to shove this thing. Where it's like, oh, I really like that, or one day I know you can't see my face. One day I'll fit into that, and it's like, you know what? It's been like 4 to 5 years or 3 years, and you haven't worn it. Like, basically, one of my rules is like, if I haven't touched it since I moved to Florida almost 3.5 years ago, it can't be that important. Like, I mean, obviously, if it's something sentimental or, you know, but like clothes-wise, if I haven't worn it, if I haven't, like touched it or anything, like, why am I holding on to it? Why am I letting it collect dust and, well, not dust, but you know, it's just, it's taking up space, and I'm like, I got too much crap. Like, I've come to that conclusion, especially by Sunday, Saturday, or no, Friday. It was by Friday. By Friday night, yeah. But so that was Thursday, and then Friday, I had a builder freaking because they got a notice to owner from our supply yard. Well, here's the thing. They haven't, oh my gosh, I legit bent, this metal needle. Like, guys, I bent it. It's bent. Do I have a sharper one? Oh, I need to find a sharp one. I think that was the sharp one. Maybe do this one. Oh, good Lord. Good gravy. Why does this happen to me? Because I'm like, let's hit record and do this, because you need to get it done, and I don't know when you're going to have time to get it done. So, yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah, so a builder was freaking out because, look at that. I straight up, like, I bent it. He's broken, George. They were freaking out. But the thing is, like, we are done the job, and I have billed. So basically, like, when I bill, the way we do our billing is I bill two, like, standard, you know, unless you have repairs or extra or something like that. You get two bills. And it's, hold on, I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. So I got it in his butt. All right, let's get down in here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's these first couple of stitches of sewing this thing onto this blanket. That's because you want it to stay center and not fall off, right? So, but basically, so I bill materials and then I bill labor separately. Well, this person has, like, they haven't paid the material bill, you know, and I'm like, yeah, no, we're not, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you need to pay us, you know. So, like, they were, like, freaking out, you know, because, yeah, you don't want your people getting a notice to owner. And like I said, normally I care. This time, you know, my boss was like, nope. My boss even told the supply yard, go for it. So, yeah, he was freaking out. And like I said, like, I don't pay your invoice, you know, and I will gladly then pay the supply yard for your job. But I'm not going to pay a high lump sum of money for this job, because it was not a small job, you know, and you haven't paid, and it's been like, we give them like 30 days, and it's like past 90 days since I built the material. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Pay your bills, and you won't have that problem. Okay, I'm trying to do this without, come on. I think the bunny was easier. I'm telling you, the things I do for my nieces. All right, how do I just poke in there? I can't get it. Come on. What if is there like extra? How in the good gravy? Moose might not be getting a woobie this time around. I might have to find a bigger thing, because I think it was easier when I cut the stuffed animal's head off, because then I just sewed it into and closed up the head and all that. This is a little more tricky. Unless maybe if I cut his butt up, he's got like beads in him. So that won't work, because I was like, well, maybe if I cut a hole in his butt, but then the beads will fall out. And if you're giving it to a baby, that is a choking hazard. Let's not do that, Naomi. Right? What was I saying? Emails. Oh, yeah, so that was about the thing. And then I got done working. Like I said, I've just been basically going through my bedroom, because my bedroom was like, basically about a year ago when I moved the office to my house. That's when my place got like, I don't know, I just feel like it's very cluttered, and I can't freaking take it anymore. And I can't get this. I don't want to like cut it, but if that helps. Moose might not be getting this, guys. Good gravy, come on. Good, oh, there we go. Okay. So, hold on, guys, sorry. This is not probably the grandest of my whipping chats. I'm just trying to pay attention here. But yeah, no. I mean, like I said, Friday, by the time I was done on Friday, right? By the time I I mean, like, I cleaned out my closets. I cleaned out drawers. Like, I had 4 bags of just trash of, like, either it was just trash or it was like stuff that you can't donate, or like it was stained or ripped. Like, yeah, 4 bags of trash. I had a big black contractor's bag full of clothes and shoes, and then I filled up a like regular trash size bag with more shoes. And then I had a couple things from when I did the living room, a little I don't know, it was probably like 2 months ago, that that was like sitting downstairs, and I had gone through and I'm like, okay, this is gonna go to Goodwill. See, like, and that's the thing, like, I will have every intention of taking it to like Goodwill or a thrift store, and if I don't do it right away, it will sit there and sit there. And if I take it out to my car, it will sit in my car and I will forget about it. Like, it's horrible. Come on, you dingle bopper. I'm telling you, the things you do for kids, right? She better love this. I know Chicky Nuggy loves her bunnies. She made my sister-in-law pull them out of the box, and she had breakfast with all 4 of them. She had to get to know them. Let's see, what am I doing? I'm also like weaving this into the blanket, like weird, funny ways, so it can't come unraveled. But let's see, yeah. So then finally I went to bed, and yeah, and then I woke up Saturday, and oh honey, do I have some tea? Ooh. Get your popcorn, your coffee, some snacks, some fruit punch, rock stars, because ooh, it's about to get juicy up in here. Excuse me. I might whisper a little bit in this part because you can hear, if somebody's outside, they can hear me talking plain as day. But yes, so I was walking to my car, trying, like loading it up, because I filled the back, like the trunk of my car, or the hatchback part of it, whatever you want to call it. And I filled up the back seat, and I went to the Goodwill. Well, as I was carrying stuff out, because it was a couple trips of loading stuff in the car. Come on, you gosh darn Hummama-Bumber, pickle foot, cherry mother humper. So, oh God. Yeah. I'm glad I'm doing this now. I have a feeling. I don't think I'm going to be diamond painting. I don't know. The one I did for Chicky Nuggy, I think because I cut the head off of it and just, yeah, it went a lot faster than this. Come on. Yes. All right. But so, I'm loading up my car, and the guy that lives over there, he's the one that when we had Hurricane Ian and the branch fell behind my car and I was blocked, he got a chainsaw and like cut it into pieces, right? So as I was talking to Lady's dad a couple weeks ago, I was talking about, because I like backed into the tree, part of the tree was like in my parking spot. And I was just like, I'm freaking irritated. Like, they said they were going to have this done. Come on, in November, and I think at that point it was like the beginning of December, and the guy happened to be coming out, and I was like, and honestly, if it wasn't for him, I'm like, the tree was probably set. And he turned around and he was like, yeah, he's like, well, I'm staying out of it because I'll get myself in trouble. Well, here, he had complained about it so much, like they were giving him a hard time about everything, right? So, that ain't the spicy tea, right? So, him and homegirl who moved in there, right? Come in closer. Come on. They're no longer together, and he's telling me that she ain't gonna be able to afford that place, but her boss is gonna like configure stuff, you know, whatever. Oh, okay. He caught her with somebody else. You didn't hear it from me. I don't like to gossip, so that won't come out of my mouth twice. I never repeat gossip. Nope. I was like, hey, oh, I didn't even ask for it. Like, he just, yeah, he's very scorn. We will just say that. And I'm like, well, that kind of makes sense as to why. Yeah. Just, I was like, oh. I mean, I would have loved to see my face, because I guarantee you, like, it probably dropped. Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah, so then I left to go to the Goodwill, and I dropped stuff off, and I decided, you know, like, I was gonna look for a coat. Now, like, I could order one off of Amazon, but I don't wanna, the only thing about Amazon, perfect example, this freaking tiny little moose, it looked a lot bigger on Amazon, and when it counted, I was like, the hell is this? Like, I was expecting the moose's head to be this size. So certain things I'm a little leery about, and I didn't want to order a coat like off of Amazon or online and get it, you know, like, and you think it's warm and all that, and it is like, you'd be better wrapping yourself up with, like, I don't know, like a tarp than going outside. And yeah, because some of these things are like paper freaking thin. And where did I cut you? Come on. I'm gonna, right in between your legs. There we go. All right, where are we at? Come on. Oh my gosh, they have so much, like, cloth in here. This is redonkulous, guys. Redonkulous. I do not, if you're gonna make these woobies, just get a big enough stuffed animal and just lop the head off of it, because it's so much easier to stick the needle through just one. I'm going through, like, I'm just making very tiny little, like, slits, just big enough to get the needle into it. Come, I'm like stabbing this poor moose in the crotch over here. I'm sorry. They made you so good. I give up. I don't know why. I don't know why this moose hates me so much. But yeah. So I decided, you know, let me go look at Goodwill, see if there's any coats there. I don't know where I got that brilliant, you know, idea from, that I was gonna find a winter coat suitable for Pennsylvania in Florida. So I asked, like, one of the people that worked there, and I'm like, you know, hey, by any chance, like, do you have any coats? And she was like, yeah, there's not that many, but, like, they're along the wall there. Like, it was like a section of this, like, yeah, and a lot of them were like windbreakers, or like very, very thin. Like, there were some really cute ones there. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, I had to stop myself and be like, Naomi, you didn't come for that. You came for like a winter coat, and I don't know what you were thinking you were gonna find a winter coat in Florida. So, but I did find, it's like a thick vest that I got, and I'm just gonna wear like a heavy sweatshirt like underneath the vest, because one, I don't plan on being outside when I'm in Pennsylvania. Like, I'm only gonna be outside to like get out of my car and go into somebody's house, or to get like leave somebody's house and get in my car. Like, I don't, even when I lived in Pennsylvania in the wintertime, like, no, you did not see me. Like, you just considered me like a bear, because, and my friends knew it, like, I would be all like, well, let's hang out and do this in the spring and summertime. And then once it started, like in fall, I was like, yeah, we can do this and we can do that. Once it hit wintertime, if I can go outside and see my breath, right? If I can go and see my breath in the air in front of me, no, it should be illegal to go outside. That is all I'm saying. And I am sticking with that, because nope, I was not built for cold weather. I was not. I will be the first one to admit it. And that is kind of one of my like things that kind of still has me in Florida, and I think why I have not gone back to Pennsylvania, because I would rather be sweating in the like above 100-degree temperature than freeze. It's just, I don't do well in the cold. I really don't. I just want to curl up in a ball and be like, this is how I end. So, I mean, like, if you ever wanted to, like, no. I don't do well. Come on, get, Seems like it's kind of starting to get, starting to get easier, and then I gotta try to pull this through his, dear Lord, baby Jesus. Oh. The things, I haven't even met this child, and I'm like, she better like me. That's all I gotta say. She better be like Chicky Nuggy, and like just a happy little baby, and just love her Aunt Nate to pieces, because I literally, in about, I don't know, like 30-some minutes, got that much sewed on. I still got to go all the way around. I tell you, please, somebody, anybody, I can't do it, Captain. Oh, but where was I? Yeah, so going to Goodwill, thinking I was going to find a winter coat, like in Florida. I don't know what was in the air that morning that, I thought, but I mean, honestly, I don't want to pay a lot of money for like a winter coat, because one, usually if I go up to Pennsylvania, like I don't like going places where it's cold. Like if I'm going to go to Pennsylvania, it's going to be when I know it's not cold. Like it's that simple. If I go to visit people that live in a cold state, I will be coming to visit you. Like when it doesn't hurt your face outside, and it doesn't, like, you don't see your breath in the air. Like, I am not built for that. Nope. I'm like, unless you can get me like a heated tunnel, or like a heated bodysuit from like head to toe, like put me in a heated bubble, I'm not going outside. I'm not coming to visit you. I will wait for it to get warm. If you live somewhere where it's cold, you're going to have to come see me, or we're going to have to meet somewhere where it's warm, or like a time of year when it's warm in another state. Like, I love you, but no, I can't do it. I won't do it to myself. I will not. Nope. Okay. Let me, haha. Oh, I can't believe this. My fingers hurt from this damn needle. But yeah, and then I came home and I decided that I was going to go through more stuff, because it was starting to get to the point in my room where it looks a lot better now, but it's still, there's a couple more things that I need to do and like put away, but I got stuff like piled in the one section, so I'm like, okay, let's put this away. If it doesn't belong in this room, put it in this room. Like, I think I had like 6 diamond painting boxes, like with diamond paintings that were not done in my bedroom. I have a craft room. Why do I have diamond painting boxes, like in diamond paintings, in my bedroom? Like, it just, little stuff like that it's like, it doesn't really seem like much, but, you know, when you realize you have too much crap. Yeah, and like I said, my plan is I really want to try to buy a house this year. And if I can't this year, I'm hoping that, you know, my landlord doesn't raise my rent to an like extreme crazy amount, because honestly, like, I don't want to pack the crap up. I don't, you know, or like if for some reason I have to, I don't want to bring extra stuff with me. And I have so much just stuff that, I mean, like I said, like, I've gone through, like on Monday when I got done work, I went through, I had like 5, they're like I don't know if I have one in here, like the little clear plastic shoebox size containers. I had 5 of them filled with like just different makeups, eyeshadows, mascaras, stuff like that. Like, more than half the stuff isn't even opened. And when I lived in Pennsylvania, like, I was really big into doing my makeup and stuff like that. And I moved to Florida, and it is so hot here that it's pointless to put it on, because it's just gonna melt right off your face again. Like, nope, just don't do it to yourself. So I really only usually wear makeup only like a couple months out of the year, and it's maybe like 2-3 months out of the year, and then it gets too hot that, no, I can't do it to myself. And my one niece is 14, and I was like, ooh, you know, she'll probably want these like eyeshadow palettes. And like I said, I have mascara that's still in the container, not even like open in the package. Like, yeah, so I'm gonna bring, I got like 2 shoebox containers for her, you know. And then there was just also stuff in there, like, I don't know, like face creams and, I don't know, different perfume scents and body lotions. And I'm like, how much body lotion and different ones does one person freaking need? I'm like, I'm not kidding you when I say I probably had enough to last me a long time. So I got rid of a lot of them. Some of them were like half, and yeah, I'm just like, no, you don't need it. It's taking up too much space. Like, I can't stand the clutter. And I've been saying that for a while. And I know how I am. I'll complain about it. And then when it comes time, that's not where I put it. Where did I poke you at, you little son of a biscuit eater? I tell you. But yeah, so I did that on Monday, and I started, I think on Saturday, I started watching on Netflix. I almost said Netflix. Whew, I have too much on my brain that I'm trying to get done, and not enough time. Not enough knees. If I stick there we go. I just stuck my nail in it. So that way I know where it's at. or I should wait to cut it after I weave these ends into it, into the blanket. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I am all over the place, but this is not my, like, I don't know, maybe if, oh, darn it. Oh, come on. Come on, where did you go? I just had it. Oh, I don't know, maybe, oh, goodness gracious, come on. Book on through. Book on through. Ow. Dear Lord, baby Jesus, don't do this. This girl better, like, love me. I better be her favorite freaking aunt. That's all I have to say. She's going to be 26, and I'm going to be like, you know that little moose woobie I made you? Yeah, do you know how sore my fingers were? I'm one of them people, right? I will throw it in your face like, hey, do you remember that time? Like, yes, you were a newborn. I don't care that you didn't ask me for it. Like, I decided to make it for you. Like, you still have it, right? Like, you're walking down the aisle. Like, this moose woobie's going to be walking down the aisle with you, too, to show your love and appreciation for my thumbs. I'm just saying. But yeah, so Monday, you know, after I went to the bank, and Gabriel was there, but he was on lunch. So I got the new lady. And I mean, she's nice. You know, she's the one that last week she said, you know, like, I feel like, you know, I'm taking over for your favorite teller. Like, and I had to tell her, like, I mean, he's not my favorite. I mean, he is, but you can't say that to them, right? So I got her, and I was telling her about how, you know, next week I'm leaving to go to drive to Pennsylvania. And she's like, oh, like, what area from Pennsylvania are you from? And I'm like, oh, the Philadelphia area. And she was like, oh, really? Did it? And here she's from, like, around that area. And when I say Philadelphia area, like, it might not be exactly Philly, but it's just easier to distinguish what part of, like, Pennsylvania out, because there's, like, the Philadelphia side, then you have, like, Pittsburgh on the other side. So it just kind of gives you an idea of where the person, like, what area in Pennsylvania that person lives. But yeah, come on, pull it through. So yeah, so that was kind of cool. And I'm like, you know, you might have made brownie points there. But I mean, you ain't gonna replace Gabriel. Like, I'm just telling you, like, they even get the brilliant idea to even think that, like, they can send him to another branch. Oh, you best believe I'm finding out what branch they sent Gabriel to, and I'm going there. I don't care if I have to drive, you know, an hour. If I have to drive to Tampa because that's where they sent freaking Gabriel, then honey, you bet your sweet tea that is where I'm driving. Like, sorry, I can only bank with Gabriel. I don't know what to tell you. If Gabriel ever decided to leave that job, and, like, went to, like, a different bank, I would have to talk my boss into, we're going to have to move banks. We can no longer bank with this bank. We need to go here. And if he asks me why, well, because Gabriel's there now, right? Yeah. If Gabriel ever decided that he no longer wanted to be, like, a bank teller, or he got, like, promoted, like, great, good for you. But I'm still going to need you to show up at this branch at this particular time so you can take care of my transactions. Like, thank you. Have a good day. Yes. I love Gabriel. He is awesome. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. But yeah, so he was at lunch. I'm like, I need to figure out when he goes to lunch and stop going when he's at lunch, because yes, it's not cool. Not cool of him. I swear, I think they see me pulling and they send him to lunch. And I'm like, Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop that. Like, or that's cool. You know what I mean? Hurry up along, and now me and Gabriel, we're gonna go out to lunch. Like, see you later. He'll be back in like 5-6 hours if I allow him, right? But you're still gonna pay him for it. I'm just saying. Oh man, I don't. It's just you kind of like you get used to one person, and he's good at his job, and I appreciate him. You know, and he goes fairly quickly. So yeah, you know, I think I see what part of the problem was. Let me just hush my pie hole, because every time where I'm like, I think I see what the problem was, it bites me in the butt, and I think I see what the problem was. I'm not cutting it, because I'm not really making it like a big, huge hole. I'm just enough to, I found it. Ha ha! You have got to be, why does this thing hate me? I'm telling, she better love this thing. She better fucking love it. But yeah, but I started watching on Netflix, what is it? Is it Georgia and Ginny? Yeah, and I'm like really liking it. Probably once I get done recording this video, I'm gonna go in there and turn it on and do all my hocus pocus stuff with putting the intro and outro together, and then upload it and watch some of that. Yeah, so I'm really liking it. It's, if you haven't seen it yet, it's about this like teenage girl, and it kind of seems like her mom likes to, I don't want to say bounce, that's not the right word. Like, her mom basically needs a man in her life, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not that kind of person. Like, to me, I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's nice to have some company, but like, if you give me a headache, I have no problem being single. That's another thing. So like, when my son came over that night, we had spaghetti. What was that, Thursday or Friday? I think that was Friday night he came over. Like, I told him how long I've been single now, and it's been, I think, going on 4 years, and he's like, what? Mom, and I'm like, I don't know, I just haven't found anybody that like can keep my interest, or their douche canoes, and I just, no, like, I don't have time. I don't want to say, like, I'm not picky, but I just, there are certain things that like I won't deal with. I won't put up with. I don't think it's cute. Like, I'm in my 40s. You should have caught me in my 20s with that BS. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Oh my gosh, guys, I think I might be able to get this done. But yes, so that was Monday. On Tuesday, what did I do yesterday? It was just yesterday, Naomi. Oh, I forgot, going back to Monday. So as you guys know, like, I go to the bank, and then I, run over to the Walmart because it's in the same parking lot. And I meant to get it last week, and I forgot. So I was like, and I remembered over the weekend, and it's like, I need to get a calendar and these like banker boxes to put like last year's folders in, which I usually have that like done even like before the end of the year. And I don't know, I was just slacking this year. I don't know. And so when I ran to Walmart last week, I was like, oh, yep, I'm going to get these. And I did not get them. And I was like, and I realized on Friday, was it Friday or Saturday? I realized over the weekend that, like, crap, I need these boxes, because one, I need to transfer stuff, and I gotta take some work stuff with me and files and all that. So I was like, crap-a-diddly-do. Yeah. So I was like, oh, no problem. Like, when I run to the bank on Monday and I go to Walmart, like, I'll just grab them. Now, Monday, when I was at my house before I went to the bank, I mean, I, of course, remembered the calendar, and I needed to get the banker boxes for the files and all that good hoopla. I even thought to myself, I said, Soph, you should make a list so you don't forget. And I said, I won't forget. I forgot. I definitely 100% forgot. Yes, I did. Yes. So I lied to myself saying, I don't need no list. Who needs a list? Like, I'll remember. Why do I tell myself these lies and then freaking believe them? Like I believe myself. I believe myself when I know I have been proven in the past that, like, yo, homegirl, like, why do you tell these lies to yourself that, like, I don't know why I do it to myself, but I do. I do it to myself. And I think I might have got this, right? And then, so yeah, I forgot on Monday to get the banker boxes. I then, see, Tuesday, what did I do Tuesday? I'm not even going off my notes anymore. Oh yeah, so like yesterday I was thinking, like, I'm trying to like go through my head, like, okay, you need to bring this when you leave to Pennsylvania. And I've decided that I'm going to be making a list because, yeah, like if I think I'm going to remember everything, no. And the problem is I'm going to be 1,100 miles away from home. So, yeah, like if I forget certain things, like, it's not just like, oh, I'll get it next time. Like, no, that's 1,100 freaking mile distance. You know? Like, it's not a calendar. It's not some boxes to stick your files in. Yeah, I don't know. But I think I am almost done with this blanket, or not a blanket. I call them woobies. But yes, I'm definitely making a list. I think I'm gonna start working on the list tomorrow, because like I said, I know what I want to bring and like what I need to bring. Roscoe, would you stop? Like, you're over there like slurping and slapping. I can't take it. Sorry, he's like over there like on his paw, and oh, it drives me crazy when he does it. I'm like, I get like you got to clean yourself, but do you have to do it so obnoxiously? I'm telling you, I think I'm on edge. I'm looking forward to going to Pennsylvania, but I'm not looking forward to the drive. I mean, the drive up there, yeah, I mean, it's exciting, you know, like, yes, am I going up there for work? Yes, but I'm also going to see some friends, some family, you know what I mean, that I didn't have to take a vacation to do. So, but it's like the driving back. So, I'm going to be leaving Tuesday. The banks are closed Monday due to Martin Luther King Day. So, and I usually get paid on Mondays, so I can't leave until I deposit the checks on Tuesday. So I've already talked to my boss. I'm going to, you know, like, get up Tuesday. The checks are already going to be done. You know, do what he needs me to get done, run to the bank, and then after I run to the bank, I'm going to come home And I'll probably quick call my boss just to make sure he doesn't, like, need anything, you know, before I leave. And I'm gonna, and like, take apart my computer, because I got to bring my computer up there for the Team Logic people with this server thing. And I'm just, pray for me, guys. Yeah. So, and then I'm going to be taking off Tuesday. And I usually, when I drive, I usually like to leave at night and drive with the truckers. But if I leave Tuesday night, I'm not getting there until late. I mean, not late, but it's not quite 24 hours, but it depends on when I pull over and I go to sleep, how long I sleep for. Which I'm like in the back seat of a car, so it's not usually like I'm out for 12 hours or anything like that. So, yeah. So it's not quite 24 hours that it takes me to get there, but it can take me anywhere from like 18 to 20 hours. Because I don't like to stop. I try to just stop for gas, use the bathroom, grab something to eat at the gas station, and keep it moving. That is how I do that and how I roll. So speaking of that, I probably will not have, I don't know, I know I'm recording for this Saturday a Savage Story Time. I have one more unboxing video for Sunday. So next week, and maybe like a little bit into the following week, my videos will be like kind of sparse. I might be, I mean, if I'm able to and I can squeeze something in, or I think of something, I will try to get it recorded and scheduled, you know, for while I'm away, but there might not be any. And I don't feel like bringing like my tripod and all that. But yes, look here. Moose's woobie it's done. We sewed that moose onto the little blankie. Woohoo! But all right, guys, with that said, I'm going to hop on out of here. If you're new to the channel and you stuck around for this whole hot mess express, thank you. Hit that subscribe button and don't forget to ring that notification bell and give the video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in about 2 weeks. All right, bye.